Stroke-a-my, lick-a-my, suck-a-my cock. It's the first time for you, so here's what you do. Unzip me and strip me and show me you care. Don't go ripping out my pubic hair. Reach for my, grab for my, pull at my cock. You can do it with ease. Just get on your knees. Start licking and slurping. My dick will get firm. Soon you'll be tasting sperm.
That's gross. I don't like that type of talk.
Delicious.
Oh, God, no. I like when girls go, it tastes like bleach. I go, why, do you drink bleach a lot? You do bleach shooters? How the fuck? What? Anyhow, when I run out of butter, I might. Having lobster, you run out of melted butter. Yeah, close enough. I'll be right back. Hey, folks, how you doing? What it is? Real quick, let me get some business out of the way. I got to thank, I think it's Chris Edwards, New York Fire Department, sent me this beautiful jersey. Engine 42, a note, it says no truck. And this note, he says, this is working E42. The story of the shirt says no truck because we are a single engine company. Doesn't it make it one truck? I don't know. This is the firehouse in the Bronx, fourth busiest in the city of New York. And thank you. Seriously, I'm a Bostonian, but let me tell you something. I spent a lot of time in New York City doing benefits and shit. I fucking love these guys. And I'm sure they feel the same way about Boston firefighters. Because, yeah, when you're a firefighter in a small town, it's one thing. But these fuckers, when I would be in my office at Chris Rock, there would be 8 fucking emergencies a day with these guys. And they're not little, ooh, a woman's got her mushrooms on fire in the kitchen. So, Chris, thank you very much, man. And big props to all you guys at that firehouse and all the firehouses. And then I had K.P. Burke is a very funny comedian who opened for me a few years ago in Pennsylvania, I think it was. I think he's a Navy guy. He was in the Navy. And he was a good comedian. I was, like, very impressed. And I was sitting back there while he was on going, I don't want to work this hard. This fucking guy's getting loud. I don't need that. I need a fat chick who's kind of mediocre. He's got a book out called History Isn't Boring, Your Teacher Was. Who's going to argue with that? Mind-blowing stories from American history in 90 seconds or less by K.P. Burke. And I read a little bit of it, and it is. The American Scoundrel I read, and he's got good stuff, and he's a good comic. Maybe we'll get him on if we get time, like next week or when we need a guest. But I wanted to plug this anyways. Instagram at KP Burke Sucks. YouTube at Hair Lies KP Burke. Facebook at the KPB. And that'll be X, I guess, at KP Burke. That's Burke. But he suggests reading it in the bathroom. Because they're like short hits and stuff. I could read this in one sitting. I have a lot of blockage. That's what I'm trying to say. These holidays. Oh, yeah, turkey, that goes through you. Goes through you like a brick. Plus, I got this sinus infection for the last almost going on 2 weeks. I blow my nose and it's blood. And I'm in this vicious cycle. I'll blow my nose and use the spray. And 2.5 hours later, I can feel snots that weigh 6 pounds each hardening in each nostril. I know you guys don't need to hear this, but it is the holidays. And so I blow it again, and it's like, they're almost like scabs that come out. They're like hard as a rock with blood. And then I can breathe again. And then 3 hours later, I have to do it again. That's been going on for about 10 days. And I'm sure can't be good for you, but I don't give a shit, okay? Woke up with a wart on my finger yesterday. I thought it was a callus. I'm picking at it. It's like a little mountain.
Am I going to have to walk you down the stairs after the studio?
No, you can have the firefighters do that in the ambulance. And I start picking. I pull it, and I make a hole in my finger. And within hours, it's infected. It's like pink around this, and it goes up like this. I'm walking around with it all, and my wife's like, you got to put shit on that, put a Band-Aid on it. Anyways, that's it. What else you need to know? My blood's all right.
You brought me a bike pump today.
Oh, yeah. That's the other thing. My wife goes, here's a couple of lavaliers that for some reason I had to bring to Dallas. And as she was saying that, she handed me, I said, what's this gray bag? It had a heavy thing in it. And she said, that's the pump, which it was. I brought one of those, that you keep in your car in case you get a flat. I had brought it in to recharge it. So she said, put it back in your car. I'm holding that, and then she tells me about the lavaliers. And I said to her, I got to bring him lavaliers. And she goes, yeah, whatever. I get here, I hand Dallas a little gray bag. I go, here's your lavaliers. He opens it. It's the fucking tire pump. And he's going, what the fuck are you doing? Anyways, so my point is, I'll be in a diaper in about a year and a half. Come visit me at Maple Street Retarded Center. Real quick, let's get to the top news. U.S. Central Command, Central Command, that's CENTCOM. You guys know that. Forces conducted dozens of precision strikes targeting known ISIS camps and operatives in central Syria on December 8th. It's 2 days ago, right? The strikes against the ISIS leaders, operatives, and camps were conducted as part of the ongoing mission to disrupt, degrade, and defeat ISIS. Either that or leave Trump with a shitstorm in his lap. In order to prevent the terrorist group from conducting external operations and to ensure that ISIS does not seek to take advantage of the current situation to reconstitute in central Syria. Netanyahu, it's really not Biden leaving a shitstorm. And Netanyahu's taking credit for all the shit that they've been doing since October 7th has led to this fall of Syria, of Assad, I should say. The operation struck over 75 targets using multiple U.S. Air Force assets, B-52s, F-15s, and A-10s. Battle damage assessments are underway, and there are no indications of civilian casualties. CENTCOM, together with allies and partners in the region, will continue to carry out operations or to degrade ISIS operational capabilities, even during this dynamic period in Syria. I just thought I'd read it to you. It's because sort of like World War III. I mean, we're actually bombing shit in the Middle East. Kind of can't deny that we're not involved or whatever. Trump will have it settled in 5 minutes. Listen, you cocksuckers. The rest of the world's had it with you. I don't like mosquitoes. I don't like them. I don't like Hamas. Never did. Terrible impression. Stop. Okay. Just wanted to get that out of my way. Let's get on with it, I guess, because this is the related to that. Get your Assad out of here. No. The nearly quarter-century rule of Syrian dictator Bashar al-Assad came to a stunning end when he fled the country by plane for an unknown destination as rebel troops stormed into the capital city of Damascus with little resistance, reports say Saturday. Thousands of people rushed to the city's main square, waving and chanting freedom. This is, depending on who you talk to, this is a good thing. It could have a domino effect where everybody wants to be free over there. As rebels breached the city gates on Sunday local time and Assad's army fled from the streets, witnesses said. Assad, who has ruled the country with an iron fist and a cardboard dick for 24 years, boarded a plane and left Damascus for parts unknown, two senior army officers said. So he's bolting like a lot of these guys end up doing.
Bye-bye, dickhead.
So, again, this guy was a piece of shit. He gassed his own people. He was a total, fucking tyrant and dictator and whatnot. But again, depending on who you believe with, the same thing happened to Saddam Hussein, Gaddafi, and people who want to blame Jews for everything. And maybe they're right, maybe they're wrong. I don't know. The reason this shit starts because they won't give in to the Jews and whatever the Jews' plan is. That's what people say. I don't know. It's a theory. I'm not completely discounting it, and I'm not completely buying it either. Here's some video to prove that there's an uprising, and he left. Gilligan, little buddy! There you go. Oh, I'm sorry. All right. Wrong footage. That was the Jets fans pulling down a statue of Aaron Rodgers that they had built when they got him. What the fuck? How many people died when that statue fell? Because we pulled one. Remember the fucking, what do you call it? Antifa pulled one down during Trump's, remember? And somebody fucking, it landed on somebody, killed somebody, which was great. Here I am in my new car going down Broughton Street in Savannah, celebrating a shoe sale. Look at who wants to live over there? Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu claimed in a video that the fall of Assad regime to rebels was a direct result of forceful actions against Hezbollah in Iran, Assad's main supporters. And again, you can believe that, or you can believe what, like I said, people tend to believe the Jews run the planet. Whatever. They use us to do we send them we're actually using our fucking missiles and shit. So I don't know what to believe, but all I know is Assad wasn't a big fan of the Jews. Neither was Gaddafi. Neither was Saddam.
Hates Jews.
And Americans,
Hates
probably.
Jews.
It set off a chain reaction of all those who want to free themselves, this is Netanyahu, from this tyranny. The Israeli prime minister said Israel also bombed sites within the capital itself, including a security complex, which is good for us. I mean, you got ISIS and all these psycho groups, Hezbollah, and a government research center that has said Iran had previously used to develop weapons. Once again, I missed a sound drop. There is we got some footage of an insurrection. At least this is what the Democrats, this is what a real insurrection would look like, you Democrat fucks. You don't see anybody taking a tour, do you? I thought that was Black Friday in Damascus. What? Excuse me. Anyways, so that could be good. I mean, a lot of people want to be free over there. That guy used to gas his own. Remember, they showed footage of women laying dead in the street with their babies dead, like all gray and shit. You remember that footage? I got a poster over my bed. Listen, let's move on. Trump is already the president, already running the world. You guys realize that, right? Because he knows schmucko. Nobody's running it, so he's like, I'm taking charge. He doesn't have to say that. Shit's already happening because he's president. Trump went on Meet the Pricks, the press. Trump on Meet the Pricks, the press, talking about the 2020 election with Kristen, what's her fucking Welker, whatever. It's so obvious that these jerk-offs haven't changed their MO, the liberal media, and it's enemy of state versus Donald Trump, who's trying to upend their fucking, control. And she's just asking the same ignorant questions. And I like Trump now because he sounds a little older, or maybe he's got a cold, but he sounds very, very boss of the world. Why would I do that? I mean, I talked to my son. I talked to Lara, Frankie, 5 Angels. Everything's fine. It's gonna be fine. Here we go.
For the sake of unifying this country, will you concede?
Pause. First of all, that implies she goes, for the sake of unifying. She doesn't state that under Biden and under when Trump's first administration, you guys divided the country. 1,000%. I don't give a fuck if I sound like a partisan. It's true. You called half the people domestic terrorists. You don't let the parents know what their kids are doing in school. You divided the fucking country. So I don't know who the fuck you think. It's up to him to clean it up. But anyways.
The 2020 election and turn the page on that chapter.
No.
I'm sorry,
No.
pause.
Why would I do that?
She asked if he would concede the 2020 election. They want him to say that so bad. Yes, it wasn't stolen. And we know Trump doesn't even, I wish he went further. He should have said, did you just see the last election? It's more proof that I smoked him in the election before. How the fuck can you ask me that, you whore? That should have been the reaction. Maybe over the top, but anyways.
But let me just tell you, when you say the country is deeply divided, I'm not the president. Joe Biden's the president.
But you're going to be the president.
No. I'm not the president. So when you say it's deeply divided, I agree. But Biden's the president, I'm not. And he has been a divider. And you know where he divided it more than anything else, and it probably backfired on him? I think definitely is weaponization. When he weaponized the Justice Department and he went after his political opponent, me, he went after his political opponent violently because he knew he couldn't beat him.
Run through a motherfucker face.
Yeah. Her first, maybe it wasn't her first because it was a long interview, I guess. But can you imagine asking that? They want him to say, yeah, I lost. When he fucking didn't, I'll go to my grave saying, nobody cares, I'm not anybody. But I'm just saying, there was so much evidence. Yeah, but the judges threw it out. No, they wouldn't even look at it. They didn't look at it and throw it out. They wouldn't even let it in. I'm not going to have this discussion again. You fucking people make me sick. Not you people at home. This whore. Nice lady. Anyways, does she ask more questions?
Yeah, one more.
Here's some more. He talked about deportation, right? This is him talking about deportation.
You raised the point that the logistics are complicated. You said
Sure
it yourself.
they are,
You would
but
need
everything's
24
complicated.
Yeah, you mean you need 24 times more ICE detention capacity just to deport 1 million people per year, not to mention more agents, more judges, more planes. Is it realistic to deport everyone who's
You have no
here illegally?
choice. First of all, they're costing us a fortune. But we're starting with the criminals, and we got to do it. And then we're starting with others, and we're going to see how it goes.
Who are the others?
Who are the others?
Or other people outside of criminals. We have convicted murders. We don't mean people that are even on trial. We have people that have murdered numerous people are on our streets and in our farms, and we have to get them out of our country.
What
What about your sister?
That's a sick question. You're a sick fuck, and I'm not that sick that I'm going to answer.
I'm asking about your sister, you motherfucker. You should might have a better. Henry, I do fucking favors for you, Henry. No, Tommy. What? No. She's a Jew broad from 5 towns. She might have a whole bunch of. Anyhow, doesn't Trump sound like a little more? I don't know if he's a little older or his voice is going. Why?
He's been wearing that gold tie a lot.
He looks
red
like
tie.
oh shit. I was going to say, I noticed the gold tie too because it looks like that's what the Bruins coaches wear. Black jacket, white. That's the Bruins colors. A lot of times they have that behind the back. And but I forgot he always has. Yes, maybe because he's not president yet. It's fucking traumatic. Can you imagine if that douchebag won? Holy moly, where would we be? Imagine her trying to handle the Middle East. She can't even. Oh my God, biggest fraud in the history. Like I said, set women back in this country 1,000 years. That was your big chance. And Hillary must have been going, what the fuck? Hillary goes, I lost to the guy, but at least people thought I had the potential. I am a killer. All right, let's move on to some more stuff.
There are white. I've seen a lot of white in my time.
I don't like that type of talk. In our RTR, Reverse the Races segment tonight, Saturday Night Live. It's Saturday Night Live. SNL swung and missed with some of their audience this weekend. I hate people who write this shit. Can I give you guys a comedy lesson? Comedy is not supposed to work every time. Do you get it? Any comic who kills with everything out of his mouth is a hack and doing it the easy way. Making people laugh is the easiest thing about comedy, but it's doing it under your own terms, with your own point of view that makes the comic. You understand? In the wording and all that shit. So it's not supposed to get used. And good jokes get people in trouble. So I might have a surprise take on this. I don't know. But the sketch comedy show came under fire by what? 11 angry women on fucking, you know what I mean? How many people upset after spending nearly a minute and a half of its weekend update segment discussing the recent murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, including America's fascination with alleged gunman's appearance. Here's a couple of the jokes that supposedly pissed off a lot of people, a lot of comedy people who know nothing about comedy.
You work for me, remember? I know what you did. You're a damn credit risk. All right, just get the hell out of here.
I liked it.
I got a goddamn campaign.
Alrighty. Before I go on, in other exciting news, we launched our new merch store in time for Christmas, and everything in the store is 20% off until December 15th. You don't even need a promo code. The discount comes off in checkout. Just go to nickdip.com and click on merch. We added a lot of new stuff. Winter beanies, baseball shirts like this, hoodies, caps, mugs, stickers, and all that shit. Check out our new Patriot collection. All the items come in red, white, and blue with our matching logo. So head over to nickdip.com before December 15th to get 20% off everything. Don't miss it. If you guys want to see the rest of my show, Louder with Crowder, and all the content available on Rumble Premium, click on the link in the description. If you haven't converted from locals yet, there's a second link showing you how to do that. You can subscribe for $9.99 a month or $89 annually if you use my promo code MUGCLUB, one word, MUGCLUB, MUGCLUB. So do that. It's very worthwhile. And if you want to see tour dates, nickdip.com, you click on the tour button. I'm going to be somewhere in February 20th, Bricktown Comedy Club in Tulsa, Oklahoma. All right? Second half of the show, we'll be touching on the college football playoffs. A big deal in MLB that went down. But the college football playoffs, I watched naturally all weekend some of the best college football period. Anyways.
Hi, good night, everybody.